Hello everyone, myself Prem Kasi, Chartered Accountant and Company Secretary. In this particular video, I want to discuss with you all a brief into entire details of SafeMoon project. So I'll be discussing with you all on what is the exact purpose behind starting this SafeMoon project, what is the way in which this SafeMoon token has been designed. Is it having any unique features or is it just like similar to other meme coin? And also the team behind it and their objectives behind designing such a project. And also I'll be discussing about the roadmap, the pricing of the SafeMoon token, and also the tokenomics. Is there any sort of burning concept, or what is the limit with which these coins are circulated in the market? So all these things are something that I'll be discussing in the next 10 minutes. And also at the end of this particular video, I'll also share what are my views, whether we need to invest or is it something that we need to avoid. So all these things I'll be discussing at the end of this video. So please watch the entire video without skipping, and if you are coming for the first time to our channel, please do subscribe. Well, now to start the concept, so right now we are in SafeMoon homepage, and here we can see that SafeMoon is a kind of community driven token, which means there will not be any centralized authority and working on a DeFi protocols. Well, and here are the three functions or the three qualities on which the SafeMoon token has been designed. The first thing is reflection, second LP equation, third is burning. So what are all these? I'm there, do not worry, I'm there to discuss with you all in detail right away. So the first thing, reflection. So what is that? So it's the feature through which holders will be getting a static rewards. Wait, how is it possible? Well, I'm going to discuss right away by referring to the white paper. So here you can see that SafeMoon has been designed in such a way that holders will get the advantage. The more time you hold, the more quantity you hold, the greater are the chances that you will be paid more, you will be rewarded more. So how is it happening is with the concept called RFI, reflective finance. So how exactly this concept works is it's basically a Ethereum token which is innovated with these qualities of RFI. So which works this way: whenever any seller or any party sells these SafeMoon tokens, then a portion of the particular sale consideration, say 10% in this example, that will be set aside or that will be charged extra from the seller, and these particular portion will be allocated to the holders who are holding the tokens at that point of time. So that is the concept called RFI, and here in the scenario of SafeMoon, it is 5%. So whenever any sale happens, a 5% of this sale will be proportionally allocated to all the holders across the SafeMoon tokens. Okay, so that is something which is called RFI, and that is something a reflection or static rewards. And the next concept is LP equation, which means that automated LP support. So how this is done is, well, let me tell you. Again, let us go back to white paper, and here we can see automatic liquidity portal. So how this is being achieved is like, again, we just see like a 5% of the reward or the fees is allocated to holders, and what about the remaining 5%? So with that remaining 5%, this protocol is providing automated liquidity. Well, let me show you the above one, which is static rewards as well as automated liquidity with our data. Yeah, so here we have a protocol, SafeMoon protocol. So here it was mentioned that 10% of the fee will be split into two ways. 5% will be distributed, which is static rewards, and then other 5% will be split into 50-50%, and 150, which means 2.5% will be sent to BNB. The other 2.5% will be sent to SafeMoon, and thus the liquidity of BNB and SafeMoon will be maintained automatically on the PancakeSwap. So why only BNB? Because this is something which is built on BEP20 protocol and launched on Binance Smart Chain. Well, so hence this particular LP liquidity pool across BNB versus SafeMoon will be created automatically through this way. Okay, so that's all about how the static rewards are maintained, how the automated liquidity pool is being maintained. The third thing is burning. Well, how that was implanted into this concept? Well, So you can see that I'll show you again the white paper, and you can see that total supply, if we talk about tokenomics, it is 1000 trillion, just like Shiba Inu. Okay, it's very huge, infinite in other words. Okay, so out of this 223 trillion is already burnt, and the reason why they are burning is they want to make it completely decentralized. So till the project is going live, what all the tokens that are being held by the developers are being scrapped or being burned, so as to achieve the concept of decentralization. And you can ask me, is there any chance developers can buy it again? Yes, they can buy it again, just like we are buying, just like the community is buying. Okay, so that way they ensured that, even in fact, that is something you can see as a step one. Developers burned all the tokens prior to launch. Okay, so through that way 223 trillion is already burnt, and the net 777 is something available, but out of this 777, as of now, it is only 585 trillion tokens. You can ask me what is the remaining, and that is being burnt, or that is already burnt in the subsequent coin burnings. Okay, so that's all about burning concept in SafeMoon. Yes, it is there, but only thing is it is not automated, so it is completely manual. So if at all developers or the whole community members who are forming part of that judgments and all, if they want to burn, only then they will be doing. So this is something against the decentralization, complete decentralization, as the authority to decide when to burn is still lying with few of the people. Okay, but this is how this SafeMoon is launched, and of course, according to me, this is something which is negative. It's not a positive, just like the way it would be if it is a automated burning. Okay, so that's all about the unique qualities of SafeMoon token. Well, just to go ahead with the home page, you can see the current price, which is I think this is in dollars, and in rupees it is 0.02 paise. Okay, and if you see the all-time high, this is something which happened a month back, where you can see it is 0.1 paisa, 0.02 current price versus 0.1 paisa at 1 month before. And you can see there is a dip of minus 72.03% compared to all-time high. Yeah, so that is all about pricing and the tokenomics. And just continuing ahead, this is something which you have already covered, and these are the authorities that have certified audit or verified this particular tokenomics and all, and listed on their own websites. And you can see 417 trillion tokens have already burned, which I explained, 223 plus the remaining in subsequent burns. And you can see the number of holders, which is 22 lakh holders are there for the time being. And just to give a glimpse on what is the roadmap, so that you will be able to understand the ultimate objective behind this particular project. Well, it just been scattered into exact 1 year, Q1 2021, Q2, Q3, Q4. So what is something that they have already done in Q1 is integration with Bitmart. So this is something which they have already done. And coming to the Q2, this clarifies as their purpose really. So here you can see that they want to launch a SafeMoon app, SafeMoon wallet, SafeMoon games, and also an NFT exchange, as well as they want to support charities and educational educational services, and also they want to expand the team and establish an office in UK or Ireland. Okay, so this is something, and hardly if you summarize, you will be getting some of the services like educational, charity, and NFT exchanges. Okay, so this is all something they are planning to do in the current running quarter. And in the next quarter, which is Q3, they are trying to launch their own educational app and charity projects. Here they are architecting it or designing it, but here they want to launch it actually. Okay, that is something they discussed here. And also they want to finish their own NFT exchange platform, which is something the trend of the top days, or the talk of the town nowadays. Okay, and also they want to expand their project by further 25% of staff, and want to integrate with bigger exchanges. But Binance is something they have already done, and which is something they are planning in Q3, but already done. And the next thing is last one, to the moon, which means that they want to finish collecting all the donations and launching their charity project, and they want to expand more in African market, and also they want to start the subsequent projects on charity as well as educational services. And in the Q4, they are also thinking to launch a scholarship which will help the educational or the interested students to take the advantage. So this is all about their roadmap, which also specifies the end objective behind this particular project, which is purely on some sort of education, some sort of charity, some sort of NFT exchanges. Okay, So to my knowledge, I didn't see any big purpose behind this. It's a normal purpose that any other cryptocurrency is already doing, like charities, educational, or NFT exchange is something which is common these days. Okay, so that's all about the project. And just to brief you up on the team. Our team is consisting of 6 members, consisting of Jan Karoni being the founder, Thomas Smith being the CTO, and Jack Haynes being the COO. And if you see, this team hasn't achieved anything big as of now, and only this guy Thomas has a clean 2 year of experience working with Ethereum or other blockchain projects. But others, it seems totally new for them. Maybe they are trying it for the first time, and we are yet to see their success, if any. Okay, and talking about the price increase, whether it is something which will be definitely increasing, I doubt totally, because of the project that is not having so much a valid or a welcome project objectives, because this is something which is common across the projects. And if you see the bad about burning and the very bad about the token supply, almost 1,000 trillion exactly, that's such a huge supply. So that is something which is again makes the price not to go up or not to shoot up, unless a big player like Elon Musk or somebody adopting this particular project and keeping on tweeting his posts. Only then we might expect a considerable price increase, or else with these tokenomics, with these project ideas, personally I haven't, again I'm repeating my own personal conclusion, do your own research, but to me it doesn't seem to be a project where you can invest. Okay, so that's all about. And if at all you want to invest, definitely yes, it's not that you need to follow the earlier approach of doing with a trust wallet or doing with the swapping on PancakeSwap as we used to do earlier. It doesn't need to be done right now that way. You can simply go to Binance, go to WazirX, and buy and bet if at all you want to take absolute risk. Okay, so that's up to you. And yeah, that is all for today. If you like this video, please like and give your comments. And also I have done a similar video where I have researched complete white paper about Shiba Inu and explained my views in the previous video. If you haven't checked that, please check that now. And also one last request, which is regarding the Telegram group. We have created the crypto group for you people. If you want to join, please join there, and so that you can have your queries answered by a group of people who has already joined. Well, so that's all for today. Please stay safe, take care, bye bye, signing off.